Hello and welcome back to my workshop. I hope everyone is having an awesome day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to continue on with our side hustle series, and I'm going to show you guys how to make your own coins. Now I'm sure some of you guys might be asking, haven't we seen you make a coin before? Well, yes you have. We made this coin with my logo on one side and my ugly mug on the other. Now we did this coin by engraving on it using the XTOOL S1 with the 2-watt infrared module. But unfortunately, the 2-watt infrared module can only engrave on metal, and for this episode, we are going to step it up to the next level. We are going to emboss some solid brass coins by using lasers, much like how a CNC carves out wood. Now if you guys plan on making your own embossed coins, it's really important that you start with the right blank. Now these two here look very similar, don't they? But there's one major difference. If I take my magnets here, you'll notice that it doesn't attract. But this one picks up straight away. Now there's a very good reason for that, and that is because this one is solid brass and this one is a piece of steel coated in something that kind of looks like brass. Now if you take a look at the solid brass one, you'll notice that it looks far better than the coated steel. And that's because I actually got this from a coin maker online. They're about $5 Australian, which isn't too bad. So now that you know what blank you need to look out for, let's take a look at what machine we're going to use to emboss the coin. Now I've got myself the F1 Ultra from XTOOL. Now this machine actually has two lasers. It has a diode laser and a fiber laser. Now the fiber laser is what we're going to need to emboss our coin. It also has a nice external screen that's easy to read, this easy to use protective cover so you don't hurt your eyes, and it also has an extraction fan on the back there. Now it is really important that if you are going to emboss your brass coins, that you do connect the Ep2 air filtration, because while it's embossing the coin, it will give off some small metal fibers, and you really don't want to breathe that in. So all these cartridges on the front there will trap all that for you so you don't breathe it. So now that you know what material to use and what machine to use, it's time to have a look at the software. Now I'll be using the XTOOL Creative Space. Now you'll notice that I've already brought my logo in and it's in black and white. Now the reason it's black and white is because anything that the machine sees as black will cut really deep, and anything that is white will be left untouched. So it'll stay high. Now you can do what they call a depth map, which means it's like a grayscale. So you'll have white and then a darker shade of white and a darker shade. Eventually you get to gray and to black. Now that's if you want to make some really nice coins. Like I've seen some really cool like bald eagle ones and some, what else have I seen? Some dragon ones and things like that. So that'll give you more of a curve, I guess. But for the coin I want to make, I want it to be nice and simple for you guys. And that is because if you are going to do this as a small business, you can get anyone to send you their logo, convert it to black and white, invert it so it looks like that, and then it's really easy to emboss. So you got your letters protruding and your background cut really low. And that's also going to help later on in this video when we pour some resin over the top to make it pop. Now XTOOL have made the software really easy to use. Now the first thing we have to do is at the top here where it says process on flat surface. If we click that, once you connect your F1 Ultra, we get the embossment selection. So we go ahead and hit that, and on the top right hand corner where it says unknown material, we now have a brass coin. And once we select that one, it'll change all the parameters on the side here and give us what we need to emboss our coin. Now you can change any of them if you want, but I would recommend that if you are doing your first coin, leave them as they are. That way you can get a bit of a test going. Now the next thing we have to do is grab our coin. And like I said earlier, these ones I got from the coin shop look really nice. It's got nice soft edges. The finish is really good. Now I'm going to pop the coin in here, just near the two. You can see the two laser dots there. Now the first thing we have to do is set our height. Now that's really easy to do. We just go up here, select the little ruler. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring the laser head up and down. Now it is recommended to close your lid so you get no ambient light. You can see the head's just moving up and down. It'll set the focus. Once that's done, it'll give us a number in this box here. There we go, 21.6. So now that that's all focused, we can lift the lid. Now, because I am running the GoPro, as you guys can see here, I'm hoping we get a nice time lapse. Fingers crossed. Now, I do have to move the coin a bit away so we can see it on the GoPro. Hopefully that's about right. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to go to framing. And we make sure that it's on outline. And what we can do is we can actually line the coin up now. Nice and easy. So you can see there, it's in the wrong spot. Now all I have to do is get my image and I can just drag it up. I can just keep dragging it until it's kind of close to where I want it to be. That's probably not too bad there. So now all I have to do is grab the coin and just bring it over and make sure it's lined up. Now there is one other thing I can do to help me, and that is another feature of the F1, is it has a built-in camera. So if I click this button here, it's actually going to take a photo of the workpiece. And there we have it, looking pretty good. Now I would recommend going off the framing more so than the photo, because sometimes I've noticed the photo can be out just slightly, whereas your framing is always going to be perfect. So now that we have the coin into position, everything is looking good. The next thing we have to do is just double check our settings. And once we are happy with that, we can hit process. Now, one other thing I do have to do is turn on my GoPro. Make sure it's in time lapse. There we go. Now, I'm not going to capture the whole thing since I've only got 4 hours worth of filming there, and I don't think the battery is going to last that long, to be honest. But anyway, we are going to start it. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. I have double-sided taped it down. Hopefully it stays. We'll see, hey. So we're going to go ahead, hit start on that. Yep, that is going. We're going to put the lid down. Now, one other thing I need to do is I need to pop back there and turn on the filter. It has now processed. It is time to hit start. It will send it to the machine, and once it's done, all we have to do is hit the green button and sit back and watch our coin being made. Now that is going to take a little while to emboss, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head inside. I've got some editing to do, but I'm going to leave you guys with hopefully a really good time lapse, and then once it's finished we can come back, take a look, and hopefully mix up some resin and pour it over the top. So I've just popped into my workshop to get a bit of an update on the coin. I've noticed that the GoPro has finished recording, which means the time lapse has now ended for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in every now and again and give you a bit of an update. It's looking pretty good at the moment. You can definitely see how much it's cut away already. So there's still a few layers to go, and by the time we're done, hopefully, it should be quite deep. Time for another check-in. We are more than halfway through now, and we are getting deeper. Ooh, I'm pretty excited for this one. Not long now. While we're waiting for that coin to finish, I wanted to remind you guys that our massive Easter sale is still on in our Etsy store. Everyone gets 15% off and every order gets a free gift. Now, if you guys saw our maker channel yesterday, you would have seen us demold a bunch of these cool frogs. Now, I've also signed a few of them, so they're available in the store now. And we have our new merch. Go check it out after this video. I'm sure there's something there you're going to want. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to this coin. Okay, it looks like we are all finished. Now let's have a little peek at it. Wow, that is looking good. Nice and clean. Now there is one more thing I want to do before I take it out, and that is do a quick cleanup pass, and that'll just freshen it all up and make it look all nice. Now for the cleanup pass, all I've done is I've changed my speed to 10,000 and just 3 layers this time. Now we just hit start, goes to the machine, press the green button. Now this should be pretty quick. Just like that, we are all done. And turn the air filtration off. And now we can take our coin out and have a look. Wow, that looks amazing. That is so clean. I mean, look how good the Inspire to Create is. That looks awesome. Now I'm just going to give it a bit of a wipe with a microfiber. There we go. Look at that. Now I've got to admit, I'm in two minds now, whether or not I want to put resin over that. I initially had a thought of putting resin in here where it's all nice and low, but geez, I don't know now. I'm really liking that. So it is now the next day and I'm still undecided as to whether or not I want to pour resin over my coin. Now I was looking at this Australian $1 coin, and as you can see, it has no color. And it looks very similar to my coin, which I think is pretty cool. But then I did find one that does have some color, and I kind of like this one as well. So I'm torn now. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you want to see me pour resin over this coin, leave a comment down below and type resin. And if you want no resin, just type no resin, and then we'll see which one wins. Now, if resin does end up winning, I'm going to do that over on our second maker channel. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'll leave a link in the description or at the top of the screen here. Go check us out. We have a ton of fun over there. I think you'll enjoy it. Now, one more quick thing before we go. If you guys want to make some awesome coins for yourself, go check out the F1 Ultra. There's a link in the description. I'm sure there's a deal going on at the moment. And if you do use my link, it does help out the channel, which I really appreciate. So if you guys want to start your side hustle, make yourself some coins, go check it out. You're going to love it. Well, it looks like we have come to the end of another episode. And if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know by hitting the like button. But please only do it if you feel this video deserves it. Also, leave me a comment, share this video, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It's all free to do so. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.